Okay, we're on.
Okay.
Tell me your name, doctor.
Ernest A. Earhart,
Okay, very good. And you're out of New Jersey,
Basking Ridge, New Jersey.
and you've had the relaxed sauna for how long now?
2 years, a
2
little
years.
over 2 years.
And I think some of your patients have gotten them from you.
Yes, they have. Actually, I've had about 5 people sit in it once, and after I spoke with them, they purchased it.
Yes. And what do you like about the sauna? What kind of experiences have you had? This is the relaxed sauna that you're in, and you're in it right now.
Yes.
And just in the 3-4 minutes you've been in it right now, what are you experiencing, even though you use it all the time?
Well, you feel that there is microzenation occurring, and you feel so much better. Sitting in it, your nervous system improves. Your joints feel as they move more fluid, and everything that when the human body needs to communicate, I can feel that neurologically. I feel so much better. It relaxes me, just like the name.
Yeah.
But more than anything, it really does give a good detoxification. It excretes sodium, it excretes toxins, metals. If the nerve conduction is improved, which I say it is all day long, it's probably also burning a great deal of fat.
Yes.
I don't have a great deal of fat to burn, but it makes you feel better. And as I can feel it now, as I'm sitting here, there is perspiration coming off the back of the nape of my neck. There's perspiration all through my forehead, in my hair, so on and so forth. But it feels good. It feels like my frequencies are being put together. It feels like my nervous system is got congruence, and I feel warmed up and ready to be mobile as possible. It's a great feeling, and it is also something that I think is truly beneficial for, let's say, if people have, which I've seen, people have problems with their feet. If they have fungus or something like that, you give them a little tea tree oil. You tell them to bare their feet. You put them in a little tea tree oil in, and then wipe it off and just pat it dry so that it gets into the nail bed. And essentially, it has many uses.
You had some patients who had diabetes, or you used the sauna with?
Yes, I've done a lot of work with diabetics that have had neuropathy, that have had sores that were not healing, bed sores, and a host of problems like that. I've actually had some people with psoriasis.
Yes.
That have, because I have a lot of diabetics that have psoriasis.
Yes.
And I have a 71-year-old who his left arm was rampant with psoriasis. And not the first time, but the second time after we controlled the sugars, because he wasn't producing as much insulin, and it started to go away.
Yes. They used the relaxed sauna?
Yeah, the relaxed sauna. And there's other situations. I've seen bed sores.
Yes.
But the bed sores were on really obese people.
Yes.
And these were people with BMIs in the low 4s, so they were grossly obese.
Yes.
And I did also notice on a couple of occasions that I had a woman that was well over 300 pounds, and I would weigh her before and after.
Yes.
She first comes in, I weigh her. She goes into the sauna. I weigh her after she goes comes out of the sauna, and she loses 0.5 percentage points of fat.
Very nice.
And about 1.4 pounds.
Yes.
So quite impressive.
And you've been, we had a nice talk in New Jersey when I was at a show there about 6 months ago, and you've been in other saunas as well, right?
Yes, I have. I've been
How does the relaxed sauna compare? And why did you choose? Why did you get the relaxed sauna instead of another sauna?
Well, I think the relaxed sauna is, we'll call it hygienically superior.
Okay.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And you're planning on using this more in your practice, you were telling me?
Yes, yes. There is a potential of me opening up a spa and putting in several of these with some autonomic response tests and a number of other good ways of stimulating the nervous system, but then looking at before and after with people that are also in the process of losing weight.
Yes, good. And you're telling me about the lady with diabetes, the young girl or something that you used the sauna with that helped a lot too?
Yes, I had a 13-year-old girl who went away to camp for summer, and she will be coming back to me at the end of September. And she was a type 1 diabetic, and she was having some issues because she was gaining weight.
Yes.
Not like a type 1 diabetic normally does.
Right.
Because when a person is a type 1 diabetic, their pancreas stops secreting insulin and glucagon, and then they start to just lose weight.
Yes.
In this particular instance, she was a clandestine eater, so I put her in the sauna, and she would start to feel better. And if a 13-year-old gets a better mood, it's a lot of good work.
Right. Feels pretty good right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's morning, and this is when I love using in the morning.
Yeah,
it
no,
sets me for the whole day.
It's awesome. I mean, wow. It's just,
so how do you feel now compared to 10 minutes ago or 6 minutes ago?
I feel like I want to fight somebody.
You feel strong.
I feel very good, yes.
Yeah, great. You want a few more minutes now, or you had enough because you're sweating? I can put it on for a few more minutes.
No, I think I could do like another. I could do a few more minutes. Absolutely. There you go.
That's the switch there, and it's that easy.
What a switch!
And you got your clothes on.
I do.
Well, I tell people that there's a decision they have to make once they start sweating. Do I feel so good? Do I continue sweating and I feel so good, or do I get out and bypass it because I don't want to sweat?
Yeah, that's a little.
Well,
you've got to give it your all.
Yes. Now, talking about different saunas that you've been in. How does the relaxed sauna compare? Any major differences?
Well, if you look at dry heat saunas and the saunas with the rocks, and, again, you're sitting in a wooden, call it cabana, a wooden box.
Yeah.
And as you sit in that box, it's very good. It's heat energy, but it's certainly not as clean. It doesn't give as much of a perspiration. It's not as healthy. It's not helping your cells to be micronized and to communicate.
Yeah.
Because basically that's what this is doing. This is micronizing the system, allowing the cells to communicate, and it enhances the humoral immunity. If you're in a regular sauna, it's it might loosen up your muscles a little bit. It might do some other things, but it's not going to do what this does.
A lot of people who have, go to the gym 2-3 times a week and they use the saunas. It's not the same. I like how you said the micronized, the communication, because the resonating light does something that heat does not do. This is not a heat sauna. It's a healing light, far infrared light.
I think by micronizing and allowing the interstitial fluid to communicate, I think what's happening is the body has a chance to have nerve pathways that are communicable amongst one another, and then the body goes into the proper frequency.
Yes.
So if it goes into the proper frequency, it means that the ions are transporting enough electrochemical energy so that the body can fire.
Yes.
Speed up and slow down appropriately.
Yes. And that does not happen just heating the air.
Does not.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Now, have you been in many other the wooden far infrared saunas much? And,
yes, I have.
And do they take a long time to heat up? How do you notice how the relaxed sauna compares to them?
Well, in terms of efficiency,
Yeah.
there's no comparison.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you go into a sauna, you have to put water on the rocks, and then
Yeah.
you're taking a scooper, putting water on the rocks,
Right,
and
yeah.
doing various things. I mean, there's different ways and different procedures with those saunas. Some will have self-feed, some
Yes.
don't.
Right. So you
So,
enjoy the.
I mean, this is convenient. It's easy. You can pick it up and take it someplace. You can do many things with it. It's not an expensive, bulky apparatus. It's 40 patented semiconductors. Okay.
Yes, right.
And it heats up immediately, and it gives you a good, prominent detoxification, and it's extremely empowering, relaxing. It's magnificent for anyone that has, if you have a good nervous system, if you feel that you want to take good care of yourself and you respect your health and you want to maintain a steady, balanced state of energy, this is what you want.
Now, how often do you use the sauna when you're at home in New Jersey?
I use it every day.
Yes. And how
20
many
minutes in the morning.
20 minutes? Very good. Do you use it at night much or not?
Sometimes, actually, you know what? I have two at my office,
Yes.
and people go in that. I have one at home.
Yes.
So there are times when I can do it at my office or do it at home.
Do you ever do it for 5 minutes with your clothes on in the middle of the day, like you are now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good.
Yeah.
And that's nice too.
Well, it's especially good for me because one of the reasons that I have to do is I have a laboratory.
Yes.
And I have to process urine and saliva and sometimes feces and do
Yes.
things like that. So
Right.
I will go in and out of a toxic environment.
Okay.
And I'm covered, and
Yes.
I know what I'm doing. I'm implementing practical procedures in the laboratory. But I will, sometimes think, okay, I'm smelling too much ketosis and ketoacidosis and
right.
things of that nature. So I need to clean myself out.
Right. And what kind of you have a couple degrees? What kind of degrees do you have?
Well, I have 3 graduate medical degrees.
Yes.
I have a degree in integrative medicine. I have a degree in biological dental medicine. I have a degree in naturopathic medicine, and I had a master's degree, and I did not finish the PhD in nutrition.
Yes.
But I have gotten honorary awards for that, and I was at Rutgers University and at Kane as a TA. So I have I've had a lot of teaching. I've done a lot of teaching.
Well, you've explained very well. Like I've been telling people that the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems, that the relaxed sauna energy helps the communication between those systems. And
Yes,
you
it does.
described that better.
Oh, thank you.
You were defining what that meant in terms of the interstitial fluid and everything, and I really appreciate. I know we had a wonderful talk 6 months ago, and I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. And you
Surely.
and they can find out more about the relaxed sauna at momentum98.com. And I certainly appreciate your loving the relaxed sauna, and you are sweating good.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Feels good.
Okay.
All right.
Turn you off now.
Take